student up here to stand in front of this podium for a minute, and then we're going to bring a whole lot of people up here. Buckle up. But this has never happened before. And for you ball players, tens and tens of thousands of people have been reading this story at the front page. But this is the first time it's being told from start to finish. And one of our scholarships will be renamed. Katie Rivera, will you come up here and stand in front of this podium? Katie Rivera was a little girl. Her mom took her and the two boys away from New York City to avoid domestic abuse. She saw her mother get thrown down 2 flights of stairs, and the next day they were in a car to whereabouts unknown. In less than 10 days, the man found the town, took out a gun, the kids, the family, and put it to one of her family members' head in front of all the police. There was a local policeman that was part of that day. Young cop, fresh on the job. I was assigned Katie's case after school. Little tiny girl. She called this police officer her hero. Katie, not a little girl anymore, goes to college, does this karate, does this kickboxing, and now, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Rivera is 3 months away from her wedding that she's paying for by herself. She paid her rent at 18 years old by herself. She paid for her car by herself at 18. She paid all of her food, her every possession she had at 18. This girl paid for by herself and will now be a New York City police officer. Katie will now be joined because the story comes to an end. Everyone else knows the story. The end of the story is, we had a great banquet last year, guys, and that officer was still on the job. And this community has been shaken real bad. All he did was leave his wife and 2 kids shortly after our banquet last year and go on a call. And her hero went to a house and paid for it with his life. We no longer have him, but we have him in spirit. And after that trial, what that family and that wife and that mother went through, our board of directors have decided to rename forever, every year, the Officer Lasso Scholarship. The Officer Lasso taking on St. Patrick's Day, buy a squad car, out for a free meal. And as you see, there's a bunch of black squares on this plaque, and that's because there's going to be a name added to this every year. And the first name will be Katie Rivera, who will come back someday and say hello as a New York City police officer, and also a woman with her fiancé that paid for her wedding. And right now, to you people as a community, as a board of directors, it is not this year. No way. That's not good enough. It is every year. Please come back every year. Watch Katie grow. Listen to the other kids that are studying criminal justice. And it'll always be named not the B.E.S.T scholarship. It'll be named the Officer Lasso B.E.S.T scholarship.
Hello everyone. My name is Joe Lasso. I'm here this evening to talk about 2 gentlemen who have impacted my life and who are connected to this scholarship. One being Mr. Bill Staples, who is here with us tonight, who was my English teacher when I was 12 years old, Northeast Middle School. The other gentleman is being my brother, Robert A. Lasso, Freemansburg police officer, who was killed last year in the line of duty, August 11, 2011. When I first heard about this scholarship and my brother's name, 2 things came to mind. One being a great way to keep my brother's name never forgotten and what he has done. And the other thought came to mind is reaching goals. Mr. Staples, as my teacher, taught me about setting and always trying to accomplish my goals no matter what. As he always talked about his goals in life, I'm happy to see one of his biggest goals come true, which was writing a book and being able to talk to have his own book, signing events, and talk about his own book. Another big goal for Mr. Staples was always pushing and striving to be a great teacher, full of energy, leaving his students with his knowledge and his attention in his classroom, always at 110% every day. There was one day in particular that sticks out in my mind in the classroom. Mr. Staples was in front of the class teaching, and he was so involved in his lesson, he jumped up on top of his desk to make a statement. He split his entire back of his pants wide open. He had to teach the rest of the day with his back to the chalkboard. The entire class laughed the rest of the day about the situation. My brother was another person who set his own goals and strived to accomplish them. He also wanted to be a police officer growing up, and he did whatever it took to become a police officer, and he accomplished that goal and more. He always the best police officer in my mind, always working hard to help anyone who needed it and put in extra hours to solve issues in the borough. Everyone who knew him loved him and respected him. Another goal he set by my brother was to become a father, but not just any father, a great one, which he accomplished. His son and daughter loved him dearly and always looked up to him because he was a great father. This scholarship is a great opportunity for a young student to help achieve his or her goal in life. I am thankful to Mr. Staples for creating the opportunity for the Robert Lasso Scholarship. And if my brother were here today, he would be a great advocate of supporting someone and their goals. Thank you.
My name is Jennifer Lasso. I'm Robert Lasso's wife. I have something written down here, but I'm not sure. I first just want to thank everybody. The community support has been amazing and overwhelming for our family. I met Robert while we were both still in high school, and he always wanted to be a police officer. He truly enjoyed helping others. After high school, he went to Northampton Community College and had to work his way through school, and I know it was hard for him to work and go to school at the same time, so I understand what everybody is going through and how much help everybody needs. Robert would love to know that young people pursuing a career in criminal justice will be getting financial help to make their dream come true. Having a scholarship named in his honor is great because his legacy of helping others will live on through this. Thank you very much.
Just so that you know, I like that you answered the door at 10:35 last night and didn't call the police on me. Folks, we hope the Lassos are with us every year because this is our family too, not just the community, but the best family. This is going to go on way after we do. It's never going to end. Thank you to all the Lassos. We appreciate you letting us do this. And Katie, easy on those boys in New York City. Thank you very much. Please give it up to the Lasso family.